So what's the over under? Like, what's the bet here? Is Kay taking a shit, or is he in a store somewhere grabbing something?
He in the store somewhere. He gonna come up on a dark ass screen in the car with horrible reception.
Sounds about right. But yeah, if you guys have any time tomorrow, I want to try out that new software, see how it works, see how it looks. And if it's good, then we'll use that instead of this.
Okay. Yeah, that StreamYard is pretty cool too. One of the MLK things we did this dude uses StreamYard. There's a lot you can do on there as far as like different like messing with like the backgrounds, like changing the names, doing I really haven't got a chance to sit down and play with it myself, but I was on there doing it. It seemed like a pretty cool app.
Yeah, I've been looking at a bunch of them, and from what I see, I think this one might be the one we want to do, considering like the things we want to show and stuff like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, it's going to give us an hour to be able to see what we want to do with it.
Yeah.
So we can play around with it and stuff while we're doing that. Jesus Christ, Kay. Kay is unavailable. How the hell is he on? You know we have shit to do, Kay. You know Mad Sticks is doing something highly important.
Got to go be a movie star. Nah. This should be dope. When they said Netflix, that's all you had to say to get me involved. Like, shit, Netflix, oh yeah.
Yeah, did you hear it, Caleb? Bring your ass in here. Bring your ass in the conversation, Caleb. Caleb. Sunshine. Sunshine. Holy fuck. So one's not here. One's here, but not here. Oh, there he is.
Shut the fuck up.
Mad Six is about to be on Netflix, bro.
Mad Six about to be out. We'll go and watch Netflix then.
No, right? No. After this Zoom, I got a meeting with a dude from a producer that's producing the movie for Netflix, and it's kind of about the movie. Yeah, so they want me to be in it. So about to get all the details when I get off of here and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's Netflix shit.
All right, we'll keep this shit quick then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have my cigarettes.
Namaste.
There he is.
What's up, Carrie? How you doing, buddy?
like he's sitting on the throne over there.
Is that a big ass like thing of popcorn with like the different flavors? Bro, those are the best. Those are the shit. I'm gonna have to go get some though.
So I'm glad I had to move my car. My friend was leaving. I was parked in front of her. So,
all good.
Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? You guys
good? Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit. Let's just get this shit fucking over with because Mad Six has something to do. Something to do that's highly important. But it's much more important than. Yep, we got a bit more to talk about than that, but let's get it done. 5, 4, 3, 2. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome All Pro JAFFO's episode 56 is Friday, January 29th. Fuck, it's already February. Coming to you live from YouTube, from the Coach Nish Zoom room, where we break it down while breaking ground in this episode. Once again, brought to you by Groundbreaking Enterprises. Together, we form a groundbreaking solution. I'm your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the other three human beings you see on the screen. Directly by my side here is the best DJ in all the West Coast and soon to be Netflix fucking movie star, Mr. DJ Matchsticks.
What it do, baby?
We're going to talk more about that on this episode. Trust me, we've got sunshine, Miss Caleb right down there. You have to say something because remember, we record and it goes into audio, so they have to hear you say something.
Titties.
There we go. And the 6'10" beast from the southeast, the boastful and the ever-loving Mr. Country Cat.
Hey, I should have turned around like a fucking like an evil villain, like I should have turned around like.
No, just do it here. Okay, yeah, do it again. No, do it again. All right. The 6'10" beast from the southeast, the Dr. Evil looking motherfucker right here, Mr. Country K. All you need is the cat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, if you haven't already figured out what the hell has been going on the last few weeks, the championship games have already been decided, and Super Bowl 55 is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time, we will be watching Super Bowl 55 and last year's defending champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fucking Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, the two quarterbacks who've won the last two Super Bowls, are competing in this year's Super Bowl. Tampa Bay, the first team ever to host a Super Bowl. As you can tell by the excitement in my voice, how I'm kind of carrying myself, Matchsticks, and Sunshine's perception of we don't really give a fuck.
No, you
about what's going on. But as you can, but as you can see, for those who are watching, Country K just
What
wants
they
to
didn't
hear it
tell
all.
you is that the NFL's ratings went and plummeted last night.
But the Super Bowl is probably going to be the most watched thing. I need Patrick Mahomes to win here.
Hell no.
Because
People are going to watch Bridgerton over the Super Bowl watch.
We're going to what?
Watching Bridgerton over the fucking Super Bowl watch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just don't want to watch Brady hold up 7. I really don't. It has nothing to do with your team, Kay. It has everything to do with I don't want to watch Tom Brady host up another trophy.
Hey, man.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, Kay.
Past that loser's remorse, man. Get past that loser.
No.
Look, man.
No.
Man, look.
Had he not been with the Bucks and gone to some other team and they'd be in the Super Bowl, you'd be in the same boat with us.
Same shit.
Hey, he went
Fuck
right
Tom
to
Brady.
another team, right? In the NFC, like say Brady went to like I don't even know a good situation. Like he was fucking like say he fought around and just went to like Atlanta, right? He went to, right with Julio and shit, and they went to the Super Bowl. I would still pick Atlanta to win that bitch. I wouldn't sit here and make it seem like because I at the end of the day, Brady.
You would be upset.
Brady be performing. If he got suitable fucking people around, he gonna perform. That's one thing people still like fail to realize. Like you got to give Brady his fucking credit, bro, as a quarterback. And
he's all right. Fuck him.
He made motherfuckers believe shit. He made AB believe he was an upstanding citizen. All bullshit.
Hell no.
He got AB out here. Yeah, he got AB out here reading to the old ladies at the nursing home. You know what I'm saying? Like he chilling. AB chilling, bro. Like he's gonna find this woosah. Probably got him some cats. I don't know what he's doing, but
it's just okay. Like I said, it's not a knock on the Bucks because we'd had this conversation before Brady had even gotten to the team. If you guys had a solid quarterback, you would be Super Bowl contenders because of who you guys had on the offense and on the defensive side of the ball. We had talked about this. I freely admit that. It's just watching Tom Brady in the 10th Super Bowl, going for number 7. I kind of feel how the fans back in the day that had to keep watching Otto Graham win 12 NFL championships just back to back. That's probably where all the hatred for Cleveland comes from, is back in those days when they were so good. Now that they're so shit, they get stomped on, but it's probably one of those situations. I'm just tired of seeing it. I want to see the other guys succeed. I want to see other people do something. Tom Brady, just get the fuck out of the league.
Yo, it's got nothing to do with it's got nothing to do with Tom Brady. It's got nothing to do with the Bucks. It's got nothing to do with the Chiefs or Pat Mahomes. The NFL is rigged. It's rigged.
The NFL is it rigged for Tom Brady storyline?
Okay, hold on. Are you kidding me? The storyline on this? The new face of the NFL versus the old face of the NFL? Who's going to walk out? Yeah. Well, you could have seen this one coming. Hell yeah. I could have seen this one coming 17 years ago. I ain't going to lie to you.
The Bucks having the good team that we have around Brady ain't got nothing to do with the fact that Brady.
It's got nothing to do with that. Nope.
NFL rigged it.
The NFL rigged it to have the new baby face of the NFL play the old face of the NFL.
So
that's why Tom Brady went to the NFC. You can never have this situation if Tom Brady was still with the Patriots. So he goes to the NFC versus the AFC. You have these situations where fucking writers and NFL historians are foaming at the mouth and freaking jerking themselves off in a circle jerk, going, oh my God, look, we got Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I can see that happening. I can see it happening, them rigging it that way.
If you're going to say that on historians level, then the Packers should have went. Because the first Super Bowl was the Packers and the Chiefs. The Packers and the Chiefs should have went last year then. If that was the case.
You're talking about no historians. Josh talking about historians. I'm talking about fucking Roger Goodell sitting down with the owners and saying, this is how it's going to happen, motherfuckers. And if you got something to say about it,
if
I'm going to make sure you're going to lose every game.
No matter how good Monster did, it should have been a flag, a holding call or some shit on all them runs for the 200 whatever the fuck you rushed last year against the Packers. If that's the case, because it was the 100th year of the Super Bowl.
Just saying.
The very first Super Bowl was the Packers.
It was okay. It wasn't 100 years of the Super Bowl. It was 100 years of the league.
Yeah,
we're in 55 now, so I think that was 54 last year. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying the first Super Bowl on the 100th year of the league. That makes perfect sense to fucking do that shit, regardless of the fucking Super Bowl number. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of the number of the Super Bowl, it should have. If you're gonna say that's the case, if they trying to build a story,
I mean, even last year's Super Bowl had that rigged vibe to it. I mean, you had it on the opening coin toss. You could tell. Fucking the Chiefs sent out a kicker out there and they won the toss and the kicker's like, we want to kick it. And the ref's like, no, you want to defer it.
But the whole last year's Super Bowl was basically the whole coming out party for Patrick Mahomes type of thing. And then now that Brady moved into the separate conference,
and then you had countless holding calls on chief cornerbacks that were never called.
I'm just saying there were no penalties called in the Bucks and Packers game until that PI. I'm just saying. That PI at the end, basically at the at the end of the first half. or towards the end of the game or some shit like that. Fucking, there was a PI that was called on Green Bay. But either way, Packers did. I can't sit here and lie though, because Matt Sticks and I were talking about it a little bit. The Packers just absolutely
shit the bed, bro.
Jair Alexander had basically proven all three of us correctly on how good of a corner that he actually was, and then they just couldn't. They couldn't capitalize. Couldn't capitalize on it.
Who he proved it on?
We've been telling you Jair Alexander was like one of the best corners, and especially number one rated corner on Pro Football Focus, and you were just like, nah, it doesn't even matter.
Because fucking Brady was trying to force feed him after we was already whooping their ass. Brady threw all this.
And Mike Evans, bro, Mike Evans had way too many drops, bro. Way too many drops. One led to a pick.
I will agree, because I said that my damn self. I said as soon as his hands got cold, he became ineffective as fuck. As soon as his hands was cold, it was bad business. He started dropping the fuck out them bitches. He scored the first time.
What I'm trying to say is there were plenty of opportunities for the Packers to run away with the game.
I agree.
And they just didn't do it.
I made a little story fucking like saying that shit to all my fucking friends, and Matt Six, no Davey, you know what I'm saying? I was talking shit to all the motherfuckers, like, bruh, you should have capitalized on it. I literally said that. You should have capitalized on it. Like, to be honest with you, they had the game. When they started throwing them picks and they started scoring, I was like, fuck. And after it got close, I was like, fuck. We might fuck around. Aaron Rodgers might pull some shit. And that third down when he didn't run, I was like, oh, he gave us the game. He gave us the game. He gave us a fucking game. When he did not run for that fucking time, well, it would have been a first down. He gave us a game. Because he thought JPP was...
Well, that's what I was looking at. People were looking at that play. People were looking at that play going, no, he could have got close. Like, I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers is a pretty damn good athlete. I think he could have got to the fucking pylon had he taken off
first
on that right hit, or at least got the first at minimum. But I think he had enough room to even at least make a diving attempt for the pylon.
Yeah, because it was like third and it was.
You had guys flowing the other way. Yeah, they were close and they could have, they could have came in, but they were already flowing towards the center of the field. And on top of that, he threw towards where they were flowing.
Nah, but I understand that because, I mean, he had no faith in St. Brown. St. Brown dropped that 2-point conversion. That was the drive right before that. And St. Brown was the one. I ain't some fucking receiver over there, the 1-on-1. I ain't throwing that shit. She dropped the 2-point conversion.
And then the Sunshine, talk to me here. What the hell was the decision with LaFleur going for the field goal on 4th and goal?
That shit was
you got just over 2 minutes left. You have all 3 of your timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
I'm gonna tell you how it is, bro. Matt LaFleur, he a rookie coach. He made a rookie mistake. That's all that is, bro. He a young ass coach, never been to the big time, and he got close and he shit the bed.
You're on 4th and goal, and the worst thing that could happen.
He put faith into his defense, and the way the defense had been playing, like towards the end of the game, yeah, you can understand why. But you're playing to go to a Super Bowl. You're not playing to, tie and go to overtime, bro. You're playing to win. And
I'm looking at it this way. They're on 4th and goal at the 6-yard line?
Yeah.
The 5 or 6 yard line, 4th and goal.
8.
Even if you don't convert the 4th down for a touchdown,
you still flip the field. Tom Brady's got to go 90+ yards. That's why I don't understand that shit. I don't ever understand why a team would ever on 4th and goal fucking kick it. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care. I don't care how much time. I don't care if you're in the first quarter. You get the first fucking play and you're within 2 minutes of the game starting. I don't give a fuck. We're going for that. It's 4th and goal. I don't give a fuck. They've got to go 90 yards the other way. You know what? My defense is balling. Let's get it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Ro Jones scored a 98-yard run.
But Rojo had nothing to do with that game. It was all Fournette. It was all Fournette NFC Championship game, bro.
Even better.
Yeah,
we all witnessed in Leonard Fournette's career, that's including college, he sent somebody to death.
But I mean, so Leonard Fournette had 12 attempts for 55 in a tug. Rojo had 10 attempts for 16, no tugs.
Hey, bro. They think he tweaked his hamstring on that long ass run.
Probably.
That's why Ro Jones ain't really run like that. But even still,
but like, how do you get 3 interceptions on Tom Brady? And 3 interceptions and you lose the fucking game, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. We showed Drew Brees how to win the game with throwing 3 picks.
You basically showed Drew Brees how it's done. Here, let me show you how to throw 3 picks and still win the game.
Yep, you got to jump the fuck out there first. You can't sit here and bullshit. We jumped the fuck out there.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers had been playing MVP lights out all season long and an NFC Championship. What the fuck happened?
I told you what happened. I told you it was going to happen before the game. I told you what was going to happen. You didn't want to believe it. I told you. I tried to tell you. I said JPP. I know I really said Shaq Barrett. I said Shaq Barrett was going to get home and he wasn't going to get there. And then on the fucking week before, I said Ndamukong Suh might get there. And he did get pressure on him. He got hits on Aaron. He tipped the pass.
Shaq Barrett and JPP were a dominant force in that game. It's almost like the Green Bay offensive line was damn near non-existent. It's like, what the hell happened up to that point?
I tried to tell you, them same sorry-ass teams y'all was sitting here fucking get mad that I was saying we were beating, Green Bay played them motherfuckers too. They played all the teams.
Like, I said, you know, Aaron Rodgers throughout the entire game, 33 for 48, 346, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Usually with those numbers, you win the game. But you had Valdez-Scantling with four receptions for 115 and a touchdown. Devontae Adams had 9 catches for 67 and a touchdown. Lazard had 3 for 62. I just don't understand. I feel like going into the game, that's where basically all the stats came from. Because once they weren't able to capitalize on the second interception, like you couldn't capitalize on the first one, that happens. You know, they couldn't capitalize on the fucking interception. But you had 2 interceptions in a row on 2 different drives.
Damn,
and you couldn't capitalize on at least one of them? Had they capitalized on at least one of them, they win the game.
You keep acting like the Bucs didn't have any forced fumbles.
Well, the fumbles too. That's what I'm saying. The turnovers on Green Bay's side definitely didn't help.
They matched Brady's interceptions. They had 2 fumbles, and Rodgers had a pick, so that's 3 turnovers apiece. Now it comes down to what the fuck else you got. So turnovers is not going to be what else you got?
I'm not saying the Bucs didn't. I'm not saying the Bucs didn't fucking perform. What I'm saying is like with watching, especially the coaching mistake, for them to go for a field goal when you're 4th and goal on the, like, come on, bro. Like, you got to be. You're down 8, so you score a touchdown, your 2-point conversion. Even if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you're down 2 scores.
Look at
so it's like
Bucs ran his own defense numbers, bro. You got us so fucked up. I'm trying to tell you, like, you really not understanding. You got to kick that field goal. You got to kick that field goal. You got to. You got to kick that. If you don't throw that touchdown, Aaron Rodgers, he's more likely in his head thinking, I'm going to get hurt this play because they're going to hit the fuck out of me.
I think you take the chance anyway. You're in the NFC Championship game, bro. You got to take the chance. You can't give Tom Brady.
APP on your ass, man.
You have Tom Brady with 2 minutes left in the game and the ball. Like, no. And he's up 5. He's going to run out the clock, bro. You have to go for the score. You get the odds. You have to actually play aggressive in NFC Championship game football. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But you at least have to make the effort for it. And they didn't do that. They didn't take those chances. They didn't take those big time chances to get it done.
The drive right before that wasn't the pick. It was we scored 3 points. That's when we kicked the field goal. That's when we went up 31. The drive right before that. So we just went down and scored. So Brady already got the offense. All right, we can go down and score. If they score, we can go down and score again. Don't trip. We just did it. You know we win the game with a field goal again, right? So that game they was gonna lose real fucking regardless. Because that's too much time for Brady.
Whether they were gonna lose regardless or not, bro, you gotta take the chance. You gotta take the opportunity.
Take the chance. We gonna go down and score. We just scored at halftime.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But Kate, you gotta at least take the chance, right?
It ain't guaranteed y'all gonna score when you get back down to the other end.
Exactly. So you have to take the chance.
You gotta take the chance.
Guaranteed. We just did the drive right before. So go ahead and score. We're gonna score again. All we need is a field goal. We won the game. So go ahead.
Hey, if Packers go and score a touchdown on that drive, they score a touchdown on that 4th down. All that momentum.
That's all on their side.
It's all momentum, bro.
That gives the defense even more emphasis to get the ball back, to put pressure on them and everything like that. Even go for an onside kick or whatever.
That's why I say, like, let me get this together. I threw the 3 picks. Let me go down here. Let's get a field goal, and then we can go down and score it next time. Like, look, I'm bull because I tried to force-feed Mike. I tried to force-feed Mike 3 times. That's what happened.
He did. But, I mean, even Mike Evans, like, you wasn't getting out of it. But, I mean, then you go to the AFC Championship game, and then you look at what the Bills did, and it was just it wasn't the same Bills team at all, really. You know, they got up. Was it 9-0, 3 field goals? You know, or was it like a touchdown and a missed field goal or some shit like that? They were up 9-0, and then the Chiefs basically ran away with it, putting pressure on Josh Allen. It just the Chiefs pretty much proved that it's not your time yet. Like, shut down the whole Bills Mafia idea of going to the Super Bowl. Just hold on, guys, take a back seat. Patrick Mahomes is going to go do his thing. And that's exactly what happened. 38-24 at the end of that game. Travis Kelce, you couldn't guard him at all. The dude was absolutely unguardable. Most receptions in a league conference championship game with 13. He dominated the game as he normally does. That's just Travis Kelce. Mahomes had 325 for 3 touchdowns. Darrell Williams came in and had a pretty decent running game, 13-52 and a tug. Tyreek Hill had 9 receptions for 172 yards. Travis Kelce had 13 receptions for 118 and 2 touchdowns. And then the next best person after that was 22 yards. It was pretty bad. Like, it wasn't even close. Then you look at the Bills. You know, Allen had 287 for 2 touchdowns and a pick. Josh Allen led the team in rushing too with 88. Weren't we talking about it that's what basically Josh Allen had to do? He had to rush for over 100 and pass for over 300. Were we talking about that against the Chiefs, or were we talking that's what they were going to have to do against the Bucs? Either way, that's what Josh Allen had to do in this game. He didn't get either. He didn't throw for over 300, and he didn't run for over 100. So they lost. Like, it just – one more time?
They neutralized the pass very early. I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm so mad at the whole line. Y'all let Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen down, bro. I'm so mad at them. Stephon Diggs was on there crying, bro. I feel so bad for bro.
You watched the celebration.
He was crying.
That's fuel. That's fuel right there. That's what he's using for next season.
You cry, we all cry together. I'd have been standing right beside his ass crying. Crying right with him.
He was the only guy there. The only guy there. But with all that said and done, the Super Bowl is now upon us. So Super Bowl matchup, we've got the Chiefs and Bucks. We've got 2 other episodes after this to keep talking about what's going on. But, best believe Chiefs and Buccaneers is going to be an entertaining-ass game. We'll come up with our picks next Friday. So next Friday we'll do our picks. I'm pretty sure what all of our picks are going to be. Given,
I'll say my pick now, the Chiefs.
This is gonna be Mad Six. This is gonna be Mad Six over here.
Hey, Okay. I got the Bucks, man.
Hey,
dude, why you got why? Why?
Because we match up better with them, and they fucked us. They fucked us in time management and our coaching staff. They made that mistake the first time. They barely beat us. Because if Brady would got that ball back, we would have fucking scored. But it's all good. It's all good.
Tom Brady is going to win his 7th.
Josh going to be sick.
So are you saying this hoping that the luck that you had picking the NFC and AFC championship games, you're hoping that luck goes to the Super Bowl to where you're picking the Bucks and they end up losing? Is that what you're hoping for here?
No. I didn't. No,
I want him to explain his reasoning on why.
I was talking all football. You just didn't want to hear me. You kept making it seem like I was just talking blasphemous bullshit. I kept trying to tell you, once we jail, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a fucking problem, bro. We won 8 straight games. Since the Chiefs lost. We have not lost a game. I'm trying to get.
Bucks are going to win. Tom Brady's going to retire.
He's not going to retire. He got one more year. He's going to play one more year.
That's because that shit is rigged like you talking about.
He going to retire. He going to retire on top, He going to retire on top. It's going to be a storybook ending to a historic career, a first ballot Hall of Fame career.
Look.
Because at the end of the day, bro, Tom Brady out for himself. He's not going to go another year.
So,
if he loses,
if Tom Brady retires after winning the Super Bowl, and he said, "All right, I won the Super Bowl out on top. I proved that I can do it without Belichick. I did it in a different conference. The very next year, I'm out." If he did that, all for it. Good riddance. I'm good. We don't got to deal with Tom Brady ever again. Country K is going to be sad as shit because, fuck, we don't have a quarterback anymore. Oh, damn. What are we going to do?
And that's going to be a good y'all watch.
Firstly, Philip had no chance of going to the Super Bowl. We both knew that.
No, I know.
Yeah, we all knew that. I'm just
saying. And if he loses, he's going to come back another year. But if he wins, he's going to retire.
I look at it at this aspect. One Super Bowl ring is not enough for a player to defend against a coach. A coach can coach. Belichick can, like, if his health-wise, Belichick can coach for another fucking 7 to 10 years, right? Brady will have to win at least 2 or 3 rings to make it differentiate between coach to player, because he can have a whole nother fucking team and staff in a matter of years compared to the player who has to play with the man roster. So if Brady wins 2 rings, which he'll come back another year and try to win another ring.
Do you think you're going to win back?
Then it makes more sense between him and Belichick.
He's not about to win back-to-back, bro.
Belichick probably
Brady he's not about to win back-to-back. He's going to win this year, and then he's going to retire.
If we do,
I hope so, if that's the case.
I'm going to let you know. If we do, well, y'all going to be sick, especially Josh, because Brady already got more than your whole team.
Yeah, no shit. Fuck off. All right. Before we get into the next topic real quick, because it's definitely something to talk about. Obviously, we're always talking about Raise Energy. I'm not going to get into the full thing. Go get your Raise Energy. Join the rebellion. Use the promo code Alpha Raise at checkout. Get 15% off your order. Go to repsports.com, reppsports.com to get your order for Raise. Now,
It's so funny.
what?
I just seen an ad too. On Raise. I just seen an ad on
Oh,
YouTube.
did you? There you go.
Yeah.
It's growing, man. It's growing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I still got to get you those cases.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to get those cases. I got Marissa the strawberry cone one. She likes that one.
She was supposed to bring me one the other day.
She didn't do it. She kept it for herself, didn't she? She said, "Oh
next
no."
time I see you.
Once I get my check, I'm gonna get another case. I like the voodoo one. The voodoo one's my favorite right now. But yeah. So getting into the NFL news, Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston. Problem is, Houston doesn't want to trade Deshaun Watson. So it just happened. I think it was today. The new GM for Houston came out and said, yeah, we have no interest in trading Deshaun Watson. You can keep talking about it basically all you want to. It ain't going to happen. Now,
How many more years he got?
who, Watson? He just signed that 5-year extension worth almost $200 million.
I don't understand that shit.
But think about it here. They don't have a first-round pick. Houston doesn't have a first-round pick this year or next year.
Didn't he sign that contract last year?
Yeah, no, this year. He signed that extension this year.
Before they got
mid-season, I think it was.
Didn't he do? I thought he did that shit before they got rid of Hopkins.
No, it was after.
Wait, for
It
real?
was after they got rid of Hopkins. He signed it mid-season. He signed that extension mid-season after a little bit after Mahomes signed his big ass contract.
Bad for that motherfucker at all, bro.
Off season though.
I don't feel bad. If he signed it mid-season and then the end of the season didn't turn out how he wanted, now he's just a fucking princess, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's just a fuck. He's fucking 10-ply, bro. I don't give a shit how good he is. That boy is 10-ply.
What are you saying, Kay?
Bro, I'm pretty sure he signed that shit. I'm pretty sure they signed that shit before they got rid of Hopkins, bro. Ain't no way.
That's what I'm saying.
He signed it after they got rid of Hopkins. I guarantee you, it's after they got rid of Hopkins.
If he signed it after they already got rid of Hopkins, or if he signed it mid-season, like you said, he's just being a fucking princess. He needs to suck it the fuck up and shut the hell up. Sorry, you signed that contract. I don't give a fuck.
He signed it. He signed it in September.
Yeah, September.
Like late September.
Okay, so that's like what, third week? When did they trade Hopkins? They trade Hopkins this year.
That was like in the off season.
No, they signed. No. Cardinals signed Hopkins. They didn't trade for Hopkins.
Yes, they did. They traded for a bag of balls, bro. They traded a fucking I think it was like a 3rd round pick or something like that for him.
It was a 2nd round and David Johnson. But
yeah, that's it for D-Hop.
That was during the season though.
No, bro, that was not during the season.
Take the date on
Hopkins started the whole year and did everything with Arizona. I promise you.
Check the dates on that transaction. Ain't no way.
I'm telling you.
Because if you're right, I'm with Caleb on this one.
April 17th.
April 17th.
Fuck it, I'm with him. Yeah, he bullshitting.
He out here bullshit.
You and JJ Watt stop bitching. Y'all better suit up.
He lost D-Hop in April. Signed the contract.
So look at it. So look at it this way, though.
He being a prima donna princess bitch.
Okay, so think of it.
In San Francisco, you want Deshaun Watson.
No. Because he's not even. No, because the Niners actually made an offer to Detroit for Matt Stafford. So I'll take him, Matty Stafford. I'll be honest with you. If Matt Stafford becomes a 49er, that's a big time upgrade from fucking Jimmy G. I'll tell you that.
Where? I just told Buddy in Facebook. That's why I was telling y'all to read that shit because that shit was hilarious. But
that boy stinks.
Where's Matt Stafford for to improve y'all? I'm confused.
At the quarterback position?
I'm really confused. I'm really confused.
Matt Stafford stinks.
He throw deep balls. That's it. What the fuck else he got?
How do you figure that he throws deep balls, which is what fucking Kyle Shanahan wants to do mostly in his offense? Jimmy G can't throw the deep ball like that.
I didn't say accurately. I never say accurately. I never say accurately.
He can throw that bitch far. He just don't know where it's landed.
Hey,
I would take Matt Stafford over Jimmy G.
Yeah,
if we got
if it was Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl, I guarantee you Matt Stafford puts that ball out the back of the end zone.
I guarantee he gonna be saying
instead of on him.
Because it's been coming out this whole time, especially for Watson. That's why I kind of went like, all right, he's probably not coming to Cisco, because a lot of the names that come up, it's either the Jets or fucking Miami. Those are his picks of where he would want to go. But again, the GM just came up and said, we're going to talk to him, but no, we're not trading Deshaun Watson. But is that one of those, you're saying you're not going to do it, but if somebody comes in with a sweet enough deal, if you don't have a first round pick this year or next year, if you're Houston, think of it as a GM possibility now. You have a guy who just signed a contract, and now in your eyes, he's bitching out. Do you even want a guy on the team to be a cancer like that? So at that point, you say, fine, fuck it. He doesn't want to be here. Do we be the guys who are going to be like, no, we're still going to keep him. Even if he holds out, we're going to take basically all of his money. We're going to basically void his contract and take all the money back because he didn't play. Or do we just trade him to where we can actually build a future now? First round picks, second round picks, whatever it is, that you can get with it. Get him out since he doesn't want to be there anyway. And build your future from there, where Bill O'Brien fucked it up to begin with.
Bro, either way, bro. Either way.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's more of a problem in Houston than just Deshaun. I'm telling you, JJ Watt is going to be on the same shit.
JJ Watt, I think they're going to cut.
Say what?
No, I think that the reason why I say they're going to cut JJ Watt, either cut him or trade him or whatever, is because right now I think they owe money. They're in the negative when it comes to cap space.
They're not cutting JJ.
They cut JJ Watt. That's $17 million off the books.
Bro, they're not cutting JJ Watt. He's more. He's still a tradable asset.
Well, then trade him. But what I'm saying is, you get that contract off the books to where you can get yourself some more cap room, especially with the cap space going down because they had no revenue coming in. They didn't have fans in the stands for the most part of the season. They lost more money than they gained. So the cap space is going to be even smaller this next year going into the off season. So you got to make your cuts and trades or whatever where you can to be able to get your numbers up, to be able to have money to sign, players that you need to sign, especially your rookies.
I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is the Houston Texans got more of a problem than just Deshaun Watson and JJ Watt. Even after,
what do you think about their head coaching hire?
Whatever.
Cully.
You can hire anybody. They ain't got no fucking talent. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. They have no talent. All that money gone.
What I'm trying to say is, if you're a general manager and you want to make a case, keep Deshaun Watson, you want to make a case to him, the reason why him staying in Houston would benefit him. You signed a head coach who is the passing game coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, who have no passing game. You gave Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson's passing. They're two different guys. You had a chance to go get Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, who, by the way, the fact that he doesn't have a fucking head coaching job right now is asinine. It is absolute bullshit. That Cully has a job over Eric Bieniemy. It's absolute bullshit. So the fact that they want to try and make a case by signing this guy over Deshaun Watson to actually make some, bro, get him the fuck out. I think it's all a farce. I think the GM is going, we don't have any interest in Deshaun Watson, just so whoever does come to make the offer is going to make it even sweeter to make him be like, oh, okay, it's a good enough deal. We couldn't say no type of bullshit.
Well, I agree with your overall perspective, but as far as this one instance, I kind of disagree with it, just simply because, granted, Bieniemy need a job. He need a job because he's a good coach. He brought Pat Mahomes to all this shit, giving him the insight, right? But at the same exact time, Lamar just won MVP last year, bro. Running
the ball most of the time.
But I get that. But at the same time, he still had passion too. Just because his receivers was ass,
his QBR was not that good.
Bro, I'm saying
the only reason why he got voted MVP is because he was doing some crazy shit with his legs. Like
he broke Michael Vick's rushing record, and he threw for over 3,000 yards.
Also threw passes. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that he was running. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he also threw the ball, regardless if it was to tight ends. The plays were designed originally, probably most of the time, was designed for a receiver.
Regardless, you had an opportunity. You even interviewed the man twice. You had the opportunity to get Eric Bieniemy, and you didn't pull the trigger. Whatever Cully has done for Lamar Jackson over in Baltimore, kudos to him. That's great. He got an MVP. That, you want to look at it that way, that's fine. You have Eric Bieniemy, who not only coached an MVP, he coached a Super Bowl winning MVP. So you got a guy who's winning Super Bowls and getting Patrick Mahomes into this. You give Deshaun Watson that offensive mind, you shit the bed by signing Cully. No disrespect to Cully, whatever it is.
Yeah, but hold on. For all we know, Cully could have accepted the original contract. Homeboy might not have. He might not have been like, he could have. You got to look at the offer, what they were offering. You can't just say, oh, here's a head coaching position. Be grateful you have it. That man's trying to get.
But whatever it was that they disagreed on contract-wise or whatever, you got to be able to make those decisions. You're talking about getting a head coach with your quarterback that can be something dominant in the near future. And you couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Bro, there's no talent around him. You can sit here and listen to their offers and have.
What does that have to do with hiring a better head coach?
It's not going to matter.
You can fire him the very next year and saying that he did nothing. He was with Pat Mahomes. Why it didn't translate for him? There's no talent there, bro. There's no talent at all there. The Texans have nobody there.
So in order to basically flip this franchise to actually get talent, they have to get rid of their best guy, because they don't have the draft capital nor the cap space in order to put a good product on the field to make Deshaun Watson happy. So in order for you to put a good team on the field, you got to build that foundation again. You got to get rid of Deshaun Watson. That's just plain and simple.
You got to trade both of them.
What I'm trying to say is, if you're going to pull the general manager's bullshit and just be like, no, we're not trading him at all, at least make the head coaching decision to give some hope that within the next 5 years or so, with that head coach that actually, has the, resume behind him, build that relationship, and then you can go to making and doing what you can do.
You seriously?
But like, you're not even giving him the head. You went and told him that he was going to have a say in the head coaching and the general manager hirings. That never happened. They never gave him the opportunity to do that. They never asked him what his input. Granted, they don't have to, but that's something that they agreed upon with Deshaun Watson. And I think Deshaun Watson's one of those guys you have to be a man of your word in order for me to respect you. And if you go back on that word, we're done. So that's what I think, where I think Houston fucked up. Not only did they get rid of their best weapon in D-Hop, which is the biggest blunder by an NFL team ever in history, ever. Like, that's going to go down in the books as the dumbest mistake any coach or GM or whatever ever made. And then at that point forward, Bill O'Brien just proceeded to tank that entire fucking organization. If you want to get that organization back on track and in a foundational period to where in the next 5 years you can get something, you're going to have to make the trade. And if the Jets are one of those teams, and they're with the number 2 pick, you can get your quarterback at number 2, your quarterback of the future or whatever it is that you want to do. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of Deshaun Watson. I don't see how keeping Deshaun Watson, whether they want to or not, is going to be beneficial for their team. Because, like you said, they have no talent around them, and you have an unhappy quarterback.
I don't understand why you continue to pick the Jets as a prospective team for the
Jets. Because they are. They are.
So here's 2 problems I have with that. If the Jets trade you Deshaun Watson, the Jets not going to give up nothing but that second pick. They're not going to give up nothing else but that second pick. So you
the Jets are going to give up their second. They're going to give up their number 2 pick. They're going to give up next year's first. They're probably going to give up the year after that's first, and then a second, a third, and give them Sam Darnold to be able to have that little veteran presence or whatever for whatever quarterback that they draft next. That's how they would do that.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you right now, they're not doing that. That's why it didn't happen. That's why I'm trying to tell you. Because if it
hasn't happened yet,
they're not going to trade Sam Darnold. They're not going to trade Sam Darnold to Houston. They wouldn't do him. They wouldn't trade him there. They would trade him somewhere else. First, if
give me a reason why not.
I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to trade him, and I don't think they're going to trade for Deshaun Watson because
they're not going to pay for Sam Darnold. They're sure as fuck not going to pay for him. So if you can get Deshaun Watson over for Sam Darnold, yeah, fucking sign me up.
Bro,
sorry.
I don't get why you don't understand that the Jets had nothing for Sam Darnold to actually show his ability before. But like I said, I don't see him in a couple of different.
It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have a choice between Deshaun Watson and Sam Darnold. I'm taking Deshaun Watson 10 out of 10 times. Regardless of how good Sam Darnold is. I'm taking Deshaun Watson.
Darnold, elite receiver. What are you talking about? I would draft a receiver in that second spot. What are you talking about? Like they have a good enough. They got a good enough amount of picks and placements in their draft to where they can rebuild their team from where they at with Sam Darnold and have a good fucking chance to go.
I'm just saying from what I'm seeing everywhere, the Jets and Miami are the top 2 places that even Deshaun Watson was saying that he wanted to go.
That's what Deshaun Watson wants, but he don't get a say. He clearly doesn't get a say shit here. So it don't matter.
Well, he actually does because in his contract there's a no trade clause. So basically Houston doesn't have a say in where they can send him because of that no trade clause. It has everything to do with where he wants to go. He has the power in that.
You can convince a player.
He has the power in that.
You can convince a player, hey, we can trade you here. It's a better place for all of us. You'll have some talent around you. You don't have to you're not in a rebuilding system. You can, like somewhere like the fucking Bears. We can trade you to the Bears. We can get a suitable pick. They'll give us their first round pick. That's still a good enough pick. And they'll give us their second and future first round pick. That's 3 picks for the fucking goddamn Houston Texans. They can put in their arsenal. He can go to a team with a good defense. He can go to the team with a good receiver, Allen Robinson. He can go to a team with when Cohen comes back, he's a good running back. That's somewhere for Deshaun Watson that can play.
Okay.
You gotta read.
Okay. The point is, you can give him that scenario all you want. If he says no, guess what? It's a no. He has that type of control in this situation. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And so does Houston.
They absolutely do. They don't have to trade him.
And that's
it's just bringing up an entire situation to where we're literally watching the Houston Texans organization just implode, basically. You know, there's a possibility that they're going to lose probably one of the best, you know, under 25 or 25 and under, whatever future quarterback coming up. Deshaun Watson's going to be an elite guy throughout his career. He's going to be that guy. You know, he's part of that new wave. You know, so, and they pretty much lost their future in draft picks when they got Laramie Tunsil from Miami. They gave him 2 first-round picks for Laramie Tunsil. What did he do for Deshaun this year? Thank you. Nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show because our friend, Mr. DJ Matchsticks here, has a little production meeting that he's got to go to in about a half hour. Why don't you tell him a little about it, Matchsticks? Fucking movie star.
So I got a I got a message today from a lady in my organization who's best friends with a guy who produces for Netflix. He's also the vice president of distribution for Netflix. And so he's working on a movie called Possessive. It has to do with the movement. Got to do with police brutality. So, you know, they want to talk to me about possibly, you know, being involved in this. 7:30, you know, sit down with her and with him and, you know, discuss some stuff. And, you know, hopefully you're going to see me on Netflix soon. Netflix and chill.
Oh, shit.
Hey, are you able Are you able to talk about it?
Yeah, well, I don't know too much about it right now, but once after this meeting, you know, I'll see if they want to keep it hush-hush or, you know, if it's something to talk about. So we'll definitely see.
The point is, we got a little taste of it.
No, I agree.
We got a little taste of it.
I ain't want you to get in trouble or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the gear on your head.
Oh, yeah, you know, we got the DJ Matchsticks gear. We got the DJ Matchsticks hoodies, you know. I got the jogger pants. I ain't got them on, but I got jogger pants to go with the whole fit. This the custom. You know, nobody else got this one but me. But, you know.
There we go.
You know, this is the
exclusive.
But, you know, there's going to be some new gear coming soon. So just keep it busy, man. You know, it's been a crazy week. Getting the death threats this week, you know. It's part of the movement. So, you know, can't come with the territory. So what I'm out there doing, you know, this is real life shit. Real life racism going on, real life terrorism going on. So, you know, they ain't gonna run me away, you know. So they either gonna get with the program or they just gonna keep being mad, one of the two. But I ain't going nowhere.
Fucking, I'm glad we know you, dude. Like, I'm fucking glad we know you.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm glad we know you, and I'm glad I got a mutual friend with you that's just as fucking insane as you, dog.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Small world is a beautiful thing. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know where to find us. All Pro Jaffos on Twitter. The Jaffos AP. Go to Instagram, PBP_sports. And then Facebook, go to Tornado Rose Productions, and then use the group page. Go to the Jaffos, and then use the hashtags. You got them up on the board. Join the pack. Hashtag Jaffo picks. Hashtag ask the Jaffos. That way you guys can keep communication with us. Who you guys are picking for Super Bowl? Where's Deshaun Watson going to land? Anything you guys really want to talk about, use those hashtags. Keep in touch with us. Matchsticks, real quick, where they find you at, bro?
You can find me at djmatchsticks.com, Facebook, IG, DJ Matchsticks. Hopefully soon, Netflix.com. You can come Netflix and chill with your boy one time. But you know.
Oh, you had to. God Golly. He had to bring that one in.
Rock hibachi.
Man.
When you hear you snore.
For those of you who can't see it, for those watching on YouTube, they're probably cracking the fuck up right now. But those of you who can't see it, Kay's got the background of basically Aaron Rodgers in the night position of Conor McGregor when he got knocked out this past weekend. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking good one, dude. Kay, real quick, where do they find you on your socials, bro?
You can find me at Country K863, and that's on all social media platforms. That's KOUNTRY K863. That's on all social media platforms. You can also check out my own individual podcast that I'm on. Yes, I'm on two. This one and the other one. The other one's called Experience the Podcast. I didn't abbreviate shit, so you're going to have to put the whole thing to find us. Deuces.
There you go. And then for all you guys know, Sunshine is an absolute ghost on social media. But we will see you guys on Tuesday to talk more stuff. Again, I think Pro Bowl is even this weekend, but are they even having a Pro Bowl?
It don't
matter this year.
It doesn't even matter because nobody fucking watches the Pro Bowl anyway. But we will see you guys on Tuesday. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us from JP, DJ Matt 6, Country K, and Sunshine. We will see you guys later.
This is Big Dance. Aloha.